Bah. Uh, Hello. Uh, testing Twitch. The testing YouTube. Cool. All right, let's get this going. Alrighty. Okay. I've been focusing on the design for this character, the redesign for the Japanese character. So right now I'm just doing like a two-tone thing. So I think like trying to combine sci-fi elements with traditional like what was it, Japanese iconography. So like this character is based on like the Neo statues that like Akuma is based on. So I was looking at stuff like that. Also, Japanese have like this. Let me properly draw this. Right, so we got kimonos. Yeah, and then they have their kimono, they have their thing right here. They have their neck right here, and they have their head over here. They also have this thing. I don't know what these are called, but they had these like over shirt things, and they had these giant pauldrons. Like they'll have these, and then they'll like come out to here, like they'll be segmented, and come out to here and stuff. And like I didn't know what these are for. Actually, I think it just did this, and then they just segmented out. It's like an armadillo. but they were like really high off of the character of the person, and then they had their kimono coming out with the rest of the kimono down here, and same on the other side. And I never. It looks cool. I just don't know what what it was for. So I decided like I can take that, so you can see this character has these things, and then two giant shoulder pads on top of like a science fiction skin suit situation. And that's based on like the Neo statues. Basically, the Neo statues have this sort of look, like they're like these really angry face people, like demon monster guys. They're like the statues, obviously, are like this. They have something in their hand here. And then that one hand will come down here. Like they're really muscular. And something I really like about them is like they'll have like very odd musculature. Like they'll be like fit but old and fat or something. Um and they'll have the like really angry, like and then they'll have their hair up here like that. Okay, and then they'll have this like rib cage. And you know how like there's obviously a lot of these serratus, not serratus, whatever these muscles are, that kind of do this situation. Like you'll see like on really muscular people. You'll have this happening. Um they also have pot bellies for some reason. A lot of the time. No, this is actually the other way. It's like maybe like this, maybe like that. So they'll have pot bellies, but like these muscles out here, they'll be like stylized to be like these. It'll look like this a lot of the time. There'll be a lot of them to like show that these are like the muscles on this guy or something. I think that the muscles. And then they'll have their legs, and they'll have like this stuff around on their waist is like this sort of open kimono situation, and they'll have this blue or is like this sash around them. You see actually this a lot in the Chinese stuff too. And they'll have a belt. They're all swaying in the breeze and stuff. Yeah, so an open shirt situation, something like that. And that'll be like and they'll be fat. And that'll be like a Neo statue. And I wanted to bring that into this character. So that's why this character kind of has they have this sash and shirt and clothes combo thing down here. So that's why she has this sort of tacit thing, and then on the back she has more clothes. Like she has a like a three-piece thing. Um, it's mostly because she's like a martial art character. I wanted to emphasize like the musculature or the figure more. Then the other one, she's like covered in these in like really big clothes because I wanted her to look like a ghost, like a monster, but it just didn't really end up working that way. So I made her like a different monster, like this. Yeah, this is gonna be another design stream because it's a lot of me figuring this stuff out. I like this. This is working for me. It's a very simple Power Rangers design. Like Power Rangers enemy design or something. Um, like this is a pose I was coming up with, so to make like one of those Smash illustrations. Not illustrations, I guess renders is what they do. One sec, let me find a thing to watch. It's kind of different because this character is like a very dress character, dress heavy. So that's what messes with the silhouette, but that's why the cutouts are there. Wait a second, I want to see something. All right. So I'm going to so I've been trying to figure out like exactly like I showed you this like circle thing. I've been trying to incorporate it into the design like sort of like armorish thing. So maybe like this. You know how hexagons are big in science fiction, so like maybe something like this, like a diamond shape that forms like a thing for her. And like it form fits to her rib cage and whatever. I don't like how these are both the same color. The legs and the dress. So I might have to like change something. Like I just make this darker. to pull out the legs. Who knows? And you can get a two-tone thing going, because like a lot of science fiction is monochrome, but you know, who knows? Like our hands are like this and like that. The hell? Sorry. It's just like it's not so much like, oh, I did it wrong and this is not what I wanted to see. It's like it's not good enough. So I have to keep looking for stuff, and that's the difficulty in designing stuff. It's like it's not that you did something wrong, it's that it's just not right, which is an annoying distinction. So I think like this whole pattern is good. Like this shape. So it gives like a it's like the shape of the body. Also cinches in the waist a bit visually. I think it makes her look really, really thin. I guess now it's like once you get like the general shape of it, you can go to the next part. Like I can put something on our belly button, like a design over here. Wrong layer. But like I want to see like a more of a flowing thing. This is like all secondary now. I'm dealing with the primary. I'm dealing with the secondary details and tertiary details. Like that would be a secondary detail because it's so big. Um, I guess I should draw it better. Making some peak dog. Thank you, hey, Dirtivo. Hey, you've been commenting on some of my stuff. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to, there's a bit of a change in the art direction. So I'm working on that, and I'm getting to the nitty gritty of making a character, so. Like, this is the kind of quote unquote boring stuff, like, you kind of have to just figure it out. So I'm going to. Yeah, I was trying to draw. I was trying to draw the designs on her like suit. So how was your day? I basically just. I mean, it's early, so I just kind of woke up. I fixed some stuff up in the game. I've been doing that for a while because when I make these shorts, I find out that the game is kind of bugged. So. Mm. Let me see. Where is? Okay, and then the inside is like this. All the stuff that looks really good on like an actual on a drawing. Pretty hard to translate. This perfectly tight skin suit. If you look at Marvel suits, like comic books are like this, but if you look at Marvel suits in real life, like they have problems with like the cloth bunching up because nothing is like this in real life. Only skin basically. It's like this. And skin still wrinkles. The belly button. Thinking maybe like what's it? There's like a chakra thing symbol in the belly button. I might do that. What is it? The sixth chakra or something in the belly button? I think it's yeah. So I might do something like a lotus design. So let's see how. Uh, I think and like this will be like. Is it gonna just be? How would I do this? See, I think it doesn't actually go, it just stops here. So I gotta, okay, so the armor goes back there. So I'm pulling this up through here. And it just goes down through it. The thing is, like, even in this right here, it's better to start here and adapt down to the sprite as opposed to like making the sprite or making the design like very low detail and then moving up, I think. So I should like add more detail in here. Like what exactly is going on here? Is there little circles and stuff? Like how does it attach here? Exactly, does it look like this? That sort of thing. Even though like these won't be that detailed in the sprite, it'll be like a circle. Because you won't be able to see anything from this distance. I think she's like a little too. It's not tall enough. Hmm. Okay. I think right there it stops. I want to make like a hexagon sort of shape situation here. I mean, I think that's it. That's the thing. I should like look at some reference. Like excuse me. Hmm. I think this is kind of the under things like right here. Right there, there's like an under thing where the suit ends. And how am I gonna get these details like in the actual game? A lot of these are lines, so it's not that big a deal at a distance. Like like this thing. This is a line. Is actually two lines, so it'll be like yellow or something. Okay. And she has her sword in the back. So I think Okay. I think I should like look for a specific. When I'm looking for art direction, I should look for like a specific thing. Um, like a type of thing to look at. Like it should look like. Like should look like military gear, like modern military gear, very sleek stuff, sleek mechanical stuff. I might actually look into that. Should probably get some reference going. Because right now these are like very level one form looking things. Like, sure, these have a shape to them, but like, what are they, right? A little too small. So I think um this will have the armor on top of it. So she'll have like the like that. And she'll have the cloth on top of it. I'm gonna keep redrawing that because they're hard to deal with. Okay. Mm-hmm. Um. Let me look up some art. I think you Pinterest used to be a good way to get this stuff. It's just there's enormous amounts of AI now. And if you're using like real life stuff, it's really hard to tell for me even. Yeah, a lot of this military stuff is gonna be AI. It's very hard to tell. It's very annoying. But Pinterest typically was a good place to get aesthetics, like artistic aesthetics. So it's like a Google search with like artistic genres. It's very good for that. She looks like really ornate now, which is what I like. Which I'm from more looking for. Like there's a ton of detail on her. Because it's supposed to be like this world is like a lot more traditional. So things have gotten like the whole ceremonial ornamentation of things in religious ceremonies, like that's that's what I'm going for now. It's more like this suit is like a ceremonial sword, right? They're very detailed and not practical, but like in this world, people take exception to that. So not exception. They want that. They really um are affected by that. Well, she has a regular sword back here. I just don't want it to look delicate. Is a problem. Like it's lace, so I don't want it to be like there's like it's like fishnets more like sort of. Maybe like in a cool like a cool science fiction effect over that. This is so much AI. I'm just looking at Pinterest. There's so much AI here. I know that's real. It's like this goes between the boobs and into the it separates them. Also like this is where the actual thing comes in. This is where this thing comes in. Hmm. Am I adding a little too much detail? No, no, it's good. So we'll have a thing right here. Like we can have another design that I still haven't figured out. So like, how will they look? So like a hexagon, it'll be like a hexagon shape. Each of these little circles, like a little hexagon shape, and then you like round it out maybe. And then what? Like this is just level 1, right? So I could do something like that where it's like um see. Hmm. It doesn't like fit any of the art direction though, because her stuff is about like very swooping lines. Like that's swoopy, that whole thing is swoopy. This this whole thing, and then this comes in like that. That's swooping, and then these swoop. So it's like these very long organic lines, and then it's a bunch of random hexagons in the middle of the design. That actually it shouldn't lead. It should lead into this. So it should be like more like that shape, maybe. So like this, and they should like point towards that direction. Um, so I have to figure out like a way this tessellates, right? Because hexagons tessellate like this. Yeah, 1 second. You get a perfect hexagon. They tessellate like this. Right, and then you have to do like diagonally at an angle. And you can just keep doing this forever. That's kind of how hexagons can tessellate, so like that's what the shape is here. It's a bunch. It's just tessellating around something. Um, so I have to figure out how to modify that to this. And then to the side. Um, I'm kind of stumped with this character. I mean, like let's try coloring it. Maybe we'll get something here. It's a little dark. A little dark. Let's try a simple color. That's actually just so I can see everything. Like this is really dark. And then if we go here and we put the orange in. The key isn't so much like, well, actually, it sort of is. Everything matters, but the key is like light and dark, right? So you can very much like the value structure of this. So this is like the very simple light and dark is like the everything else is dark and the skin is light to emphasize it. So you can change the colors. That's very important to keep. So like this is how it looks. and you got the shoulder pads, right? Without the tassel, if I put the tassel in, the little loincloth, giant loincloth thing in, it does that. So, okay, this isn't bad. It's a very elegant look, I think. Which is what I'm going for. Like, I want it to be like a... I guess divine is a weird way to put it. More like elegant. Okay. So I think if I... Now there's like the darker parts. So there's the darker parts for this blue. Nope. Now there's a third accent color right here. I have to figure out. I did pull that, yeah. And then it's just this part down here, yeah. Like, this is okay so far. It's like, what's the accent color? I mean, very bright. But like, maybe like, maybe not yellow, but something else. This shade of yellow looks really shitty, but gold makes it look very, also makes it look very regal. Like, I can just change the color here. And these will make, like, these will be very easy to see. And will make everything very harmonious if I can get them right. Because they're supposed to be very, like, beautiful, curved, harmoniously curved things. Like, very idealized look. So, like, I have a choice. I can do like this. I can go around the pieces. Like, make like a little gold. This is a Japanese thing too. Like, a very... They repair things with gold inlays. So yeah, that might be good. It'd be very annoying to deal with as a sprite. But I think I can, like, fake it. Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. that does look pretty good. So once you keep this kind of value structure, you can just change a lot of things. You just have to make sure you have a purpose for it. That's actually okay. I'm a little happy with this. I'm happy with this. It looks colorful. It looks bombastic. It looks like a statuesque design. And the posing looks okay with the with this thing. Okay, cool. Now this back thing down here. The good thing you can do is like neutral tones. If you want to add some colors, like adding a bunch of colors is pretty hard. Like even this red is getting annoying to add because it doesn't like fit with the blue colors. So I can make like purplish or oh right, there's a back part. Keep forgetting. Ugh. Yeah, okay, that's good. Oh yeah, there's a big one. There's big like this thing right here. That didn't look good. I didn't like that. Um, yeah, it's going pretty good. All right, cool, cool. This is a little short, but yeah, okay, we'll figure that out later. What are we doing with the hands? The hands are all also blue. They're just part of the skin suit, so. I can make it gradually fall off too. I can kind of just almost connect and just sort of leave the suit. Then out like capillaries and it'll have like a pattern to it. That could be cool. Yeah, okay. I like that. It's a cool concept. Okay. I think I like this the back version. I do have to consider what's in the back. Um, See, I don't like how this thing, the stocking is like all down, all the way down is black. So I think I should add like some sort of knee pad thing here. But like what value? Because you can draw lines, but it doesn't really matter. You need like a value change. Yeah, see, like because everything is like a very organic line, these straight lines now look a little weird, so I'm gonna have to like do something with it. Like the way I did here. Like that like makes it a little more matches the art direction a little more for this character. Now this kind of making some issues down here though. It's like maybe like that. It's very fantasy is the issue. Um, right now. But we can like do a change in materials and that can make it like science fiction. And she also like it's a coloring, but she's not scary at all. She's not like doesn't look like a demon. She looks more like a Chinese fantasy god sort of thing. So this is like too much in one direction, too much like a ceremonial Neo statue as opposed to like both. So like a monster demon thing. So I might have to like change the design, like some more here. But yeah, this is gonna be a quick one. I gotta go, but I'll be back later or tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for coming.